this shit again, fam. Right? Look at this shit again. Here this guy coming with a Cavalier hat and shit. Funny thing, I got onto the bus stop by Pam. There's a lady coming up the cab. She got a Cavalier book bag on. Goes to this second stop. He comes up with his Cavalier hat. I tell you. Repetitive thing, you know, when you do stuff like this, you gotta look at the symbol, right? There's always the symbol. Like they're targeting me for the day, shit don't work. So now they send the buses out of service now, right? We're supposed to be having a storm tonight. Okay? But yet these buses are so-called, they're not so-called, but now they're not in service. Okay? So anyway, back to what I was saying with the guy walking with a Cavalier hat. So, you know, I get to the corner of Church and Bedford. You'll have to cross me to get the bus. One of the dollar vans, dollar cab, stopped in front of me. A lady comes out of there, and you know, she has a Cavalier bag. You know, so she in her hands a book bag. She starts walking in front of me. You know, she puts the Cavalier hat on in front of me. You know, doing the whole palm fixation drill as she's putting her backpack on, right? And so now I get off at the bus here and Church and Remsen, getting ready to catch the second bus to go home. And who comes with this dude again with the Cavalier? No, he has a Cavalier hat on, right? So again, you know, this is, you know, what they do to get your attention. So it's a symbol, you know. They use symbols, you know, logos and stuff like that. You know, whatever it is that they put into your psyche, your subconscious. Okay, whatever anchor. Okay, it's placed in your subconscious. Okay, it's supposed to manifest itself when you start to see these types of, you know, these types of symbols, right? And so Cavalier, you know, I guess I gotta go research that now. Well, I know know the meaning of, you know, well, there's different meanings to Cavalier, right? So somebody who's kind of like, you know, nonchalant, free-spirited, somebody may say, well, you know, well, he's very Cavalierish, you know, or somebody who's, you know, maybe, what's the word I'm looking for here? Anyway, I gotta research it. But you know, there's, like I said, there's always some type of symbolism behind it, some type of, you know. And if you look at the when you look at the Cavalier sign, particularly this is a basketball team with LeBron James with the Cavalier. That's their logo that they use. I believe it has a dagger going through the sea, right? So, you know, it could be some type of subliminal message or what have you. There's another TI in California. His name is N Roots, and he said that they had gotten this mentally ill woman to attack him, and she'd actually stabbed him with a knife. So, you know, it could be referenced to that because, you know, we do a call on Sundays, RT, N Roots, Night of Thunder, Raw Truth, and you know, so he was telling us the story of what happened, you know. So usually, like I said, you know, some reference they're referencing it to. It could be that, you know, maybe they'll try to get some crazy ass person to try to stab me or some shit like that, you know. But yeah, you know, this is the sort of stuff that they do, right? This is the sort of psychological shit that they do, you know, try to send you whatever subliminal message. But again, you know, whatever, like I said, whatever, you know, I'm just here to expose what it is that they're doing. And, you know, just put it out there so the world can see and explain what it is that I believe is happening to me. And what I know, not what I believe, but what I know is happening to me. And, you know, just keeping it, you know, all the way, you know, authentic, right? And so now our party gonna stand up here waiting for another hour for another bus now, because you see the two buses passed by. All right, they were both not in service. Okay, so we'll see how long it takes me to get another bus in this so-called storm that we're supposed to be having. All right. Okay. All right. Here comes another bus. Okay, you guys are gonna see. Here comes another bus, and that bus is also out of service. It says not in service. Again, so you can always tell when they target me for the day and the shit don't work out, right? So this is now the 3 buses passed. That's not in service. Okay. And here you have another one that's 4 buses past. It's not in service. And you see this guy come up here with the red hat. Of course, he's staring at the bus. You know. Yeah. Yeah. He ain't making no damn bus. Look at that. See? Yeah, he's not making a bus. Walk right past the bus stop. Alright? So again, this is what they you know, all part of the targeting. So this is what they do, all part of the targeting. Okay. So, yep. So, as you guys see, 4 buses just drove past, right? Again, this is like retaliation. I guess because they wanted me to stay by Pam tonight. Nope, not doing it. I stayed over there 2 nights, okay? Because as soon as she got home, she ate and she went to bed. Literally went to bed. And I had to, you know, cook, feed the kids. And, you know, plus I was tired. I went to bed late Sunday night. So I was tired, and so you know, I stayed 2 nights over there. I stayed on the couch. Actually, 1 night. Okay, 1 night over there. Right? Actually 2 nights. Monday night, Tuesday night. Yeah. So 2 nights. Slept on the couch. My back was killing me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go home to my bed. And so, you know, this is what they do, right? And so she calls me today, and she's like, she has some right hot calf at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm like, okay, you know, usually, you know, she tells me she has the right hot calf in the morning, and so she called me today, like, 4 o'clock. I'm like, okay, that's fine, you know. But then, you know, I noticed it was 6:30 and I haven't heard from her. You know, she usually calls me sometime, you know, that she left work. And that's what I asked her to do, you know, at least give me a heads up that you're leaving work and you're on your way home, so that, you know, if anything, I can start getting ready to leave or what have you, right? So she's been doing that like clockwork until today, again, right? So after her phone call with me to let me know she has a right-hand calf at 4 o'clock. And as you know, so I called. I said, "Hey, you know, where are you?" She was like, "You know, I'm waiting for parking." I'm like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You know, I thought you was gonna call me when you didn't work." I said, "You know," she was like, "Yeah, no, but I forgot this." And I'm like, "That's, you know, again, this is her bullshit. You know, I've been through this with this woman all this time." And I already told her. I said, "Listen, if you're planning anything with your friends after work, you're not going to be having me here babysit these kids while you do all that shit, okay? And you're not going to circumvent some excuse or what have you, so you can go do after what have you." I told you to get a babysitter. You refused to get a babysitter. I said, I'll watch the kids until you get a babysitter. You refuse to get a babysitter because you think that you can manipulate me into watching the kids while you go out after work and go hang out with your friends and, you know, your exes and shit like that. No, it's not going to happen. I'll watch the kids until you get off of work. That's it. You know, if there are times when I stay over, it's because you're sleeping. You know, when you get home, you eat and you go to sleep. And, you know, there are a couple times when I call her, you know, after I left to make sure that, you know, she kids are fed and they're bathed, and I call her like around 10 o'clock, and she's like, "I'm still sleeping." You know, kids haven't been fed or anything like that. You know, so then she's like, as I'm leaving, then she's like, you know, I want to get to work early. I've been getting to work so late. I'm like, okay, so all of a sudden now you got to get to work early. right? I said, even when you have right calf in the morning, you still don't get to work on time. But now all of a sudden today, because you got a right hand calf at 4 o'clock, all of a sudden now you worried about getting to work on time? So I was like, yeah, I call bullshit, you know? So I'm like, listen, I told her, I said, listen, I'm not doing this with you, okay? And again, you know, this is what narcissistic people do, you know? They try to change you into what they want you to be. But they don't want to change themselves to, you know, even, you know, to compromise with you in any way. But they want you to totally change yourself for them. Okay? All right, here comes another bus. This one looked like it's out of service too. It didn't say anything. I don't see a bus number on there. So let's see here again. You know, this is what they do, right? This is retaliation for them trying to target me, for them using her, and you know, to try to, you know, manipulate me into, you know, doing what they want me to do, and doing what she wants me to do, which I already told her that's a no-no. So you know, because of when I say that, it's her mentality and their mentality that, yeah, we're going to do exactly what he doesn't want you to do, which is to have him watch the kids while you go with your ex and stuff like that, and such, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So, why this bus doesn't have a number on it? And of course, it's out of service. Okay? So now, this is 5 buses that drove past. Okay? 5 buses that drove past, right? So you guys see what I'm talking about now, right? I mean, come on, I've done enough of these videos and I'll show you how they retaliate against me, right? And yet no one wants to believe what I say, okay? All right, so this is exactly what I'm talking about, okay? This is the shit that I'm talking about, right? And they'll use, you know, city workers to participate in the targeting. And again, this is, you know, state-sponsored, federal-sponsored, you know, psychological PSYOP program against citizens and those living in the United States. Okay? And this is what they do. All right? This is what they do. So, like I said, they don't stop. They just find ways to try different tactics, different methods, again, to obtain their objectives, right? Which is to subject me to, you know, their belief system, right? What they want me to do, okay? And so it ain't nothing that I haven't seen before. All right. All right. So check it out. So finally, look at him with the hand behind the back palm, fixation real signal. Finally, after 5 buses, a bus comes. See that? And again, why is the 5 buses? Because again, it's a number subliminal message.